This, by far, carries to me the most impact of anything I've ever done, and certainly has inspired me just with the people who come forward to be mentors. They are inspirations in themselves, and not many of us have the opportunity to deal with this many people who have a commonality of selflessness. They want to help a kid.
You know, I ain't have a father. My father was never around, but Kirk kind of stepped in and, you know, kind of like my big brother. So, you know, like we'll hang out, we'll do stuff. He taught me a lot of stuff, like growing up over the year that I didn't know. Because really my mom was always working and stuff. She didn't really have time, you know, to take that time out to help because she was trying to, you know, pay bills and stuff like that. So Kirk helped me as a little boy from a teenager to a grown man. You know, he taught me a lot of things in life. So I thank God that I got a friend like this because he a real cool dude.
Right. I got so fired up with the first training session that I was going to go out and, you know, I was going to save this kid and then move on to the next one and continue to save them so that they're all become leaders of the world. And you know, 17 years later, and Tony and I are still working together. You know, Tony didn't need me to come in and save him. That was one of the biggest things. Is he just needed somebody to come in and help give him some direction. And during that time, he's given me a lot of direction too.
A mentor brings something different to a child's life. We have a lot of kids, 1 in 3 kids in Athens-Clarke County live in poverty. And a lot of kids never get to leave, believe it or not, the Athens-Clarke County lines. But by meeting mentors that have gone places and done things, they can open worlds up for these kids.
Well, I went, and it was in September, and I went to Chase Street, because that's where I asked to become a mentor. Darius and I meet, what, 1 hour a week, Dee? And we have a great time, and we do a lot of stuff. Hopefully we're going to do a lot of stuff outside of sort of the day-to-day activities. And recently I got a chance to take Darius to the Georgia-Tennessee basketball game, and it was a neat experience. It was Darius's first opportunity to go into the Coliseum, and it was a great atmosphere, a great game, and hopefully it's an experience that Darius will never forget. There's 11,000 kids in our community, and there's 800 mentors. And if we could increase that amount of mentors to where every child had a mentor, this community would benefit tremendously. And there's folks, I think, who don't feel they have the time, but could look around and find an hour out of every week.
I'm telling you direct facts. I've seen the fact. It changes lives to a positive way. And the feel-good part comes in at the end when you look back and you see what you've done. You can say, well, my life has not been in vain.
It takes 1 hour a week to change someone's life, and it's well worth it. You might have a job that allows you to do that all the time, and you understand what that feels like. You may have a job where you're never in contact with a young person, but to know that you have made a difference in someone's life, it's a blessing that will give for generations to come. If you change one person's life, then that person will probably affect people around them, their children and the children after them. So it's worth it.
If you want to leave a legacy in this world, and I think all of us do, the best way is to leave something that can be carried on through the life of a younger person than us. So if you want to be a mentor, here's your chance.